Hey everybody, I'm Claudia and welcome to episode 3 of Kicking It with Claudia, and today we're collaborating with Coco's Chalky Paints, which is in the arcade in downtown Cleveland. So come on in, let's take a tour and let's check it out. Hi everyone, so we're here with Coco here at Coco's Chalky Paints in downtown Cleveland. And Coco, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I have always been a chalk painter for furniture for many years, like at least the last 25 years I've been a painter of furniture. So then when chalk paint came about, it allowed me to cut my painting in a fraction, meaning I would get a piece of furniture and it usually would take me 3 or 4 days to paint the furniture, but then when chalk paint was invented, it took me 3 or 4 hours. So every single piece of furniture that I got, I collected, I bought, I painted, I donated to single moms. Every single piece of furniture for the last 25 years. So I had a big chalk paint company towards the last 5 years, and they were backing me. And they were like, you can pick out a certain amount of chalk paint every month. You're doing this amazing thing for for society. You pick out whatever chalk paint you want. So they allowed me to do that for like a couple of years. And I would post them on my Instagram and I would shout them out, and it was really amazing, and I would donate every single piece. And then about 3 years ago, they came to me and said, Coco, we can no longer donate the paint to you. And I was like, yo, are you kidding? Because not only did I have to find the furniture, I had to buy it, I had to paint it up and then deliver it also. So when they told me I couldn't have any more chalk paint, I was like really at a standstill, because chalk paint is historically been very expensive. Like one piece of furniture would cost me probably about $125, $150 just in the chalk paint. So it really cut down all my giving to a fraction. So then I thought, like, what am I going to do now? I really can't donate. I really don't have the chalk paint. And so like I do Airbnb at my house. So at my I open up like 2 or 3 rooms in my house, and I let people come all around the world stay with me. So I had a guy, and he booked with me for 3 months, and I was like, okay, so like that's not unusual. The unusual part is that he never asked me any questions. So he just shows up in my house and he's there for 3 months, right? So I'm in my garage and I'm doing my painting. At this point I didn't have any chalk paint. I'm trying to make my own formula. And I went in my garage, I was like, oh my God, something smells so bad. And I went to go find it, and it was the chalk paint I was trying to make. And so the Airbnb guy, he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to make chalk paint. This is horrible. I don't know what I'm doing. It smells horrible. And I said, what are you here in the United States for? Because he was visiting from Germany. And he goes, oh, I'm here in the United States because I'm a scientist in chalk, and I'm here to show Americans how to work with chalk. And I was like, yo, are you kidding? He's like, no, I'm so I see you struggling. How about if together we make your formula? And I was like, how much is this going to cost? And he's like, no, this is my gift to you. I see you delivering, I see you donating. So he got his scientific lab glasses. We had a lab right in my kitchen, and we formulated my awesome chalk powder that I have today. So my chalk powder, you put it inside any kind of flat latex or acrylic paint, and you have the finest chalk paint ever. So I had now my formula. I had my chalk paint, my chalk powder. So I thought, well, I'm just going to get this small little shop, and I'll just sell my powder in the shop, and then I'll make a few sales, like, on the internet. And so he was with me 3 months. We perfected the formula, very down pat, and then I got the whole logo thing. And so then I found this small little shop that was here in Arcade. And so when he was showing me around, he was like, I'm going to show you the spot. There's never been a shop here before. No one's ever really liked it, but I mean, we're all booked out. This is all I have. So he showed me the spot, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. He's like, yo, what? I'm like, I love it. And there was a small little spot, which is upstairs. It was about 400, 500 square feet. So I started fixing it up, chalk powder ready to go. And I was back to painting my furniture and donating it to St. Mom's. And so I had to use the bathroom one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I bet there was a bathroom out there upstairs. found a bathroom, but I could not use it. There was stuff all on the walls. It was feces. It had been vacant for like more than 10 years. So like no one was keeping up, and then nobody was using the place. So I couldn't even use it a day. But then I went to the owner of the building and I said, how about if I rent me that space down below, and I'm gonna make it look really good. It's like, okay. I mean, people have said that too. And so that's what I did. I made it look good. I have over 100 chandeliers. I painstakingly pieced together myself, crystal by crystal. I had pieces that I found on the side of the road that I painted and Chalky Paint up and just brought it back to life. And now it has a life of its own. The place is now, I'm expanding from 20,000 square feet, and it just has a life of its own. And I tell people, you can't just come see my space and you can't describe it. You have to come feel it. Because it's like it gets all up in your pores and all up in your soul. You have to feel my space.
And I seriously agree with that. If you guys ever do come here, it's seriously surreal. Like, it's nothing that you would ever expect. Like, the first time I ever came down here, I was so completely shocked, like pleasantly surprised. It's really a beautiful space.
So, this year was really different because, of course, we're in different times. We're in the midst of a pandemic. So what I had really done before was that all the school supplies would all be lined up, and the students would come and fill up their backpacks, which we provided, and they could pick out whatever they wanted. But because of the pandemic, I have not been able to do it like that this year. So what I did was I chose about 4 different inner city schools and dropped off supplies to each one of the inner city schools. And each school got about $6,000 worth of back to school supplies. So I had really no action with the kids this year, which was kind of hurtful because that's where I selfishly get my enjoyment. It was like, watching them build their backpacks up, watching them ooh and ah, and watching them realize that it's all free.
And I think that especially this year is when they needed that school supplies the most, with parents not being able to work as much as they used to, not being able to afford supplies, and also parents are working, so sometimes kids don't have those resources necessary to do their schoolwork in a positive way. So, I mean, everything that you've done is astronomically important, and I think that it's really important like that.
And it really is, because at first my donors were like, oh, well, Coco, I guess you're not going back to school supplies because some kids aren't going back to school. And I'm like, well, that's when they need it most, because when they're not in school, they need the school supplies. So, yeah, this year was a very different year.
Absolutely. And what have you been doing in this space to make sure that you're being pandemic safe with your customers?
Yeah, so as you come in the door, it's like we have our masks that are right there in case someone just forgets their mask, which we haven't had yet. But the city of Cleveland provided Cleveland Clean, and it's really awesome because they're really stepping up this plate to really get the city back going. And they provided us with masks and also sanitary wipes, which is awesome. So we don't allow that many in at the same time. It's a large space. We could get in quite a few, but mostly, there's really not that much traffic now anyway. But we have yet to have more than 6 coming in.
All right, well, thank you so much, Coco, for doing this interview with us. I know that it's amazing being in this space, and now all of you are going to be able to see this fantastic space because we're going to be doing a quick little show of the entire Coco's Chalky Paint area. So stay tuned and we'll take a little tour. So this space here is their art gallery, and you can tell there's tons of cool art on the walls, tons of interesting ways to paint. I mean, there's like acrylic, there's just normal paint here. I mean, it's really unique. And they even do instruments. So these are instruments that Coco has done and poured acrylic paint over and are playable. It's really, really interesting and cool to see. And all of these art pieces are changed out on a regular basis so that when you come in, it's always a new art piece at any point in time.
So I want to show you this area down here because what we do is we try to highlight up and coming young artists. For instance, this lady, she's a talented seamstress and she makes these amazing dresses. And then this lady over here, This is the only flea market antique store midtown, downtown Cleveland. She has the most amazing cool things inside this flea market. And then we have another lady. She's opening up here, and she's going to be doing face and body things. We have a photographer that's in another one. It's just a space also to highlight talented up-and-coming artists.
I mean, it's so versatile. Like, there's different spaces that are like, you know, the furniture's out there that you paint, and they're really like picture-perfect little like places. But it's so versatile because you have all these spaces here. You have the event space, and then you have my favorite room, which is back there, which we'll see in a few minutes. But it's so versatile, and I think that's something that is so cool about this space.
It really will. Yep. All right. Yep, this is a ladies' lounge area. So of course it didn't used to look like this before I got it, but now it's just super cool because what's a ladies' lounge area without having a couple chandeliers inside of it? We've done bridal parties here. We've got a makeup space. We have over 300 lockers, 12 bathrooms and dressing rooms. So we've done fashion shows here. We've done baby showers, bridal showers. The sky is the limit as far as this space is concerned back here.
And these chairs are really comfortable.
They are so
comfy. The first time I came down here, I actually was doing an arts and crafts thing that we were trying out before the actual interview, and I got paint all over myself, and I came down here to wash it off, and then as I was waiting for it to dry, I sat here, and all was well.
Yes.
But yeah, this is definitely my favorite room for sure. It's so unique.
It really is. Alright, so we're opening up Coco's plants and painted pots. It's going to be like the coolest painted pots ever from Coco's Paints. That's a tongue twister. So we're going to have live plants that are really healing for your soul and your environment. We're going to have these cool like little bracelets with incense. We're going to have incense and crystals, everything that makes you feel good to be at home in your environment.
Okay.
This is our event spaces here. We have round tables and it would sit 250 people at any given time. So we would have these amazing paint parties. Now in February, we were setting up for an event and we each had to go outside the door. And when we went outside the door, I was like, oh my gosh, it sounded like a bomb. The building shook and it sounded like a bomb. And I opened up the door and a poof of smoke hit and a car came through the brick wall, landed 30 feet inside the event space and barely missed us by like probably 90 seconds. We would have been crushed. But so all of this is just patched up. So that happened in February. And then of course COVID happened in March. And of course the protest happened and Coco's still standing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just really surreal to see the car right in the middle of our event space. This is my favorite part of the area. This is my own little zen space. Don't look at all of this because I'm expanding.
That's not that. That's not that.
So this is my grateful wall. And these are just a few of the notes that kids have written to me over the years. And I actually have a stack this big that I could do this entire room. And it just makes me happy when I look at it because it lets me know that I'm doing something right.
Gosh, that's so cool. I didn't even know that this was here.
Yes, this is my grateful wall.
I mean, the impact is definitely astronomical. Like the amount of impact that you've had over the years, and you can just tell by taking a glimpse of this space, but also this amazing wall. It's really cool. All right, Coco, so announce the giveaways. What are we doing this video?
All right, this is some exciting stuff. All right, so you're going to choose 3 different sets of 2 people, and they're going to come down, spend an afternoon at Coco's, creating and paint pouring and making really cool stuff and taking it home with them.
That's going to be so cool.
Yes.
So 3 different people are going to win a date for 2 at here at Coco's. They're going to be doing some awesome painting. The giveaway starts today and will end a week from today, so next Tuesday. And we'll be doing those 3 people will be a random giveaway. So you go ahead and announce or put your name down in the comments below with your email address, and we'll put you in the random drawing. Also, if you want to, go ahead and post a picture of yourself outside of Coco's and tag us on Instagram, and that'll be another way that you can enter into this.
Oh my gosh, that'll earn you brownie points right there.
Oh yeah, brownie points for Coco.
For sure.
So yeah, definitely partaking in this giveaway is gonna be really awesome.
So this is my team. Coco couldn't be Coco without Cocos. This is Chalky, and that's Paints. Okay, we have to all come together. We work here daily, and everyone has their own unique space and their own unique thing that they bring to the table. But it couldn't be possible without Chalky and Paints.
So you pick the color, pour about a half a teaspoon till it covers the bottom, like that. Take another color, then contrast, so light and dark. It's a good idea. You just keep doing that. It's called layering the cup. So we're going to do about 6 or 8 layers. Let her out. Stay right in the center. Yeah, keep doing that. Little wiggles. Little. And then you'll see it go like this.
Please move me. Little wiggles. Listen, Cocos is an amazing, amazing, amazing space. They do so much for their community, whether it be donating to kids in need, to donating to single moms. I mean, their space is versatile, it's beautiful, and it's so imaginative. And I hope that you all get the chance to, obviously in a safe way, to go visit this place, whether it be now or later on after the pandemic rises. But I just wanted to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to Cocos. You guys were great. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to work with you guys, as is my entire team. And I want to be sure that you follow Cocos. Their Instagram is right here. Follow them on all social media. They are a fantastic organization. And be sure to follow us as well, right here on our Instagram and TikTok. And we will be posting things, whether it be related to our events or not. We're super active, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. And be sure to be connected with all of our other events too, because we have so many in the semester planned. But thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.